What are some of the other principles that you really try to instill in your group that you think, really help them perform?
It's important for people to realize that they get a lot from being part of a research group. So they get help from their colleagues, they get help from their supervisors, they get moral support from people who end up becoming quite, firm friends over the time that they're here. But they also have the opportunity to go to conferences, to interact with companies, and do some teaching while they're here. So the group provides them with a lot, but they need to be able to provide something in return. So they need to obviously do their best work in a careful and diligent way. They need to organize their data properly. And they need to help their colleagues whenever they need their help. And again, I think that's great training for somebody, because when you go out to work in industry or you go to work in an academic environment, you won't be working on your own. You'll be working as part of a team, and you need to be able to fit into that team environment and make your contribution. So if you are somebody who during your PhD hides all the microneedle molds in a cupboard and is always too busy to help others, well, you're probably not getting the best experience during your PhD or your postdoc, and you're probably not going to be very popular whenever you go to work in a company. And it's going to end up holding that person back in the long run. So I think this team mentality is really important to develop among people during that formative period of their scientific career. And I hope that the people who've worked here have really found that beneficial whenever they have gone on to their own independent positions in industry or in academia.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point because a lot of students get fixated on just the academic side of things, but the PhD is so much more than just sort of the research. It's about how, you develop as an individual and how that transforms you to see things differently and work with people. But if you stay in that silo, you kind of miss out on those opportunities of, growth and collaboration with colleagues.